Hi, my name is Rhonda, and I'm the Veteran Center Manager here at Lakeland. The Army worked out for me, and it gave me it was a good place. I used to tell my sister, I don't really feel like I'm really college material. It's kind of an honorable way to figure it out. So I figured it'll give me some time to figure it out, and that's what it did. It changed me in ways that I don't know I would have. It definitely pushed me to limits that I wouldn't have pushed myself to, and I don't think you can get that on a college campus. I'm still able to, when I'm tired, when I'm worn, when I'm stressed, I'm still able to tap into that soldier and that soldiering mentality. It never left. And I think that's an amazing part of the service. So I was finishing up my active duty service, so I was thrilled. I'm gonna be a civilian. I'm gonna wear civilian clothes every day. I'm gonna get a job, and I'm gonna call in sick. But that was kind of like the goal, and I was gonna have all these friends, I was gonna just hang out with people, and because in the military, you eat with the same people that you work with, the same people that you live with, the same people that you party with. So there's just a lot of repetition, a lot of redundancy in the people. And that has positives and negatives, right? It's like living with a family, living, working, eating, sleeping, and breathing every day, and fighting with a family. And I was ready to be free from that. I was going to be a civilian. I'm going to Fort Living Room. I couldn't wait. So it's like August. I'm getting myself together. I got my GI Bill, like they said on the commercials. I promised my mom I would go to college. I'm feeling good. It's like September now, so I'm kind of getting into the groove of things. Around end of September, early October, I realized I'm very frustrated because I'm one of the oldest kids oldest adults in the classroom, and this is when cell phones were just getting popular. I didn't even own a cell phone. All these young people had a cell phone. The phones are going off. I would just be so frustrated, and then I felt like the instructors weren't doing enough to stop these people from their cell phones, and there was just no discipline in the class. And then, being that there was such an age gap, and my life experience to that point had been so different, I had a lot of trouble connecting. So I started to feel a little lost. So this whole college concept and idea that I thought I was going to have, didn't have. This big connection that I kind of thought that you got, like with friends when you had a job, I didn't have. I couldn't articulate what was wrong or what was missing, what the problem was, but I just felt lost. And I so badly wanted to fit in the civilian world, but my concept of what the civilian world would be was so different from where I was. And that didn't bother me because I was still hanging on to this concept or idea of what college life would be like. And that was nothing. So to me, it was like my little world that I had planned for when I was transitioning out of the military, when I was getting out, when I made these plans to get out, was just falling apart. And there was no place for me. And I'm back home, I'm at mom's house, and I'm like, how'd this happen? Like, I'm not supposed to be back here. So I'm supposed to be in all these other places. So the transition was tough. I did what I thought were all the right things. I got the job, which was a stable job. I did the National Guard, which was good. I was still serving my country, still being of service, which was important to me. I went to college like I promised my mom. I said I'd go to college, and I still felt very lost. That's where it really would have been helpful to have had a veterans program, because I probably wouldn't have tapped into it in August. I probably wouldn't have in September. But by the end of October, when I felt like things just weren't marrying up and I really started to feel lost, that's probably when I would have looked for one, but there wasn't one. To help in honor of our veterans, or to help our veterans, Lakeland has has specified a space where veterans can receive the support that they need in their transition to the civilian world. Absolutely, and because that's what it is. It's true. Veterans need this. Every veteran's not going to tap into it, but veterans need that space, and it's a good time to let people know that Lakeland does have that space right here for veterans where they can get the supports they need. There's peer-to-peer support. There are other veterans that are right here who have helped and who do help support other veterans. There are veterans who have businesses, and we support veteran businesses right here in the Veterans Center over a cup of coffee. So yeah, come and meet some people who understand what you've experienced and have seen some of the things that you've seen. Come and learn more about the benefits that you're entitled to, that you're probably not even tapping into, and come for a good cup of coffee and a few laughs. It's good. Transitioning is hard, and we get it. Transitioning is not It's not something that you do in that, you know, they give you a little class right before you. It doesn't happen that fast. Transitioning takes time, and the amount of time that it takes for everyone is different. PTSD symptoms may not surface for 6 years. So if you take 3 or 4 years off and then you come to college, now you might be starting. So we get it. You know, here we get it. We understand. So it's just a place where, you know, you can come where we get it. We understand, you know. I don't know.